All right, my beautiful Cancers, this is going to be a good month. We have, you're going to feel the energy changing. So, welcome everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Cindy. I am the modern day spiritual advisor. I use multiple modalities, including astrology, tarot, mediumship, hypnotherapy, all kinds of stuff to help you on your path. So, my gorgeous Cancers, we have 5 planets changing signs this month, and not including the sun and the moon. And then we have the north node and the south node changing signs. So we've got this big energy shift, and especially Jupiter moving into Sagittarius. So the thing that you have grown, the way that you've grown in this house where it's been in Scorpio, now that it's going to move into Sagittarius, that's its house, like that's its sign. So Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Well, Sagittarius is very optimistic. So where Jupiter has been for a year in Scorpio, the things that you've had to learn and grow in this house had to come through some sort of tension or lesson, right? Or a crisis of some sort. And so it's going to behave very differently when it moves into Sagittarius, and it's going to get big in this house, and it likes this house. It likes this sign. And so Sagittarius itself is a very optimistic sign. It likes to learn. It likes to take the bigger thing and bring it from the unknown to the known. So this next year is going to be about that for you. And so where Jupiter is placed, your daily life, your health and well-being, all that is going to get bigger. All that is going to be more optimistic. All that is going to be better for you. So let's talk about what's going to be going on. Like right in the beginning, November 1st, from the beginning, Venus is changing signs into Libra. That is going to be in your 4th house, Cancer. So Venus is retrograde, so it'll be moving into Libra, and there's going to be some adjusting and amending and revising and having to do with your safety, your security, your happiness, and how that feels. This may have to do with your family because it is the 4th house. This is your home, right? And so there's going to be some, and Venus is the planet of love, luck, or money. So if it's money that needs to be adjusted, if it's family that needs to be adjusted, if it's like a lover that is going to become a partner, something's going to be adjusted when this moves into the sign. So let me break here. I forgot to say, because I want to be sure to tell everybody. So this month, for the November videos, whoever has the most viewed video and likes and shares, they don't have to have the most likes and shares, but I'll go in and look and see who's really sharing and liking. But whoever has the most viewed videos gets, for December, a full astrological reading. And so I'll do like all the aspects and stuff for that particular sign, and then they get a full Celtic spread. And if you haven't seen my Celtic spread, go look at the Gemini. I used to do it a lot on this channel, on my other channel, but I will be doing a full Celtic spread and a full astrological monthly. Okay, so if you're the most viewed video, that's the sign that gets it. So back to you guys. So on the 1st, Venus goes into your sign. So for this reason, and we have a whole bunch of things going on, I'm not going to get too deep. I can't get too deep. This will be a long video. So Mercury also on that same day is going into the 6th house. So Mercury is going to move into Sagittarius, which is optimistic, where it's gonna bring good messages. It's gonna help you. So Mercury moving into the sign brings messages, brings good messages, and this is your daily activity. This is your health and well-being. This is, along with the 4th house, helping you to feel safe and secure. So there's a message coming. There's something happening here. Now, on the 6th is when the North Node and the South Node change signs. Okay, so the North Node is going to go into your sign, and that's your 1st house. So really the ascending will be feeling it the most, the rising will be feeling it the most, but the sun can feel it and the moon can feel it as well. But really you want to check your ascending. So You want to check, so if your ascending is something else, you want to check that video out to know what I'm talking about with the ascending. So the North Node is moving into your house, Cancer, and the South Node is moving into your 7th house. So what you've been doing for the last year and a half is going to sort of switch. So if you've been focused more on, because this is, the North Node is where you're going to be moving towards, the South Node is where you're going to have to fight to get there, okay? So it's almost like the universe is not going to allow you the time to be able to do that, right? And so 7th house you've been dealing with, that's your partnerships, that's the mirroring house, that's putting your boundaries down, that's really growing in that. So that South Node being in there is going to, like, you're not going to have time for that in the next year and a half, because the nodes are going to be there for about a year and a half, something. And so your focus is going to change to you. And it's not like you don't want to focus on your 7th house. It's like maybe you get this big position and you just don't have time for your relationships, or maybe you have to travel a lot. It's something is like going to move you towards your path, towards like the expansion of where you're going. That's your 1st house. Or your 7th house, you're going, and it's not like you won't always get to it, but it'll be hard for you to get to it. So your focus is going to be on something else. So that's the nodes. I'll do a North Node, South Node changing signs video series to help you guys understand more about that. So then on the 7th, this is going fast because I'm telling you, all these signs, all these planets are moving. So on the 7th, we have this new moon that's going to be in Scorpio, and that's going to be in your 5th house. So new moons are about beginnings, new beginnings. New moon is where fate and destiny can step in. New moon is about manifestation. So there's something in your love affairs area, or something that you're creating from your heart. Could be your children too. That's going to begin. It's going to be new. So Scorpio, of course, wants you to go deep. So you have to like figure something out for this to happen. But I'll have the new moon and full moon video, so I'll explain more about it. But on that same day, Uranus is going to be moving into Aries in your 10th house. So there's going to be a shift in your either public life, or a shift in your career, or a shift in your career, your life purpose, your public life. Something's going to shift in there because Uranus is moving back into there. So there's going to be something that's going to have to shift. And so on that same day, like when you get this new moon, these new beginnings, you get this shift too. So just be aware of that in your 10th house. Then on the 8th, this is when Jupiter moves into Sagittarius. And you'll have the moon there too. So you have the moon, Jupiter, and Mercury. And so Jupiter moving into Sagittarius is going to be in your 6th house. This will be there for a year. This is, it's going to expand this house for you. It's going to teach you. It's the guru, but it also gifts you. So where it gifted you, you should be getting a gift here somewhere for the work that you did in your 5th house, okay? So there should be something coming for the work that you did in your 5th house in Scorpio, because Jupiter's expanded that house and now it's gifting you. But as it moves into Sagittarius, it's an optimistic gift because it's Sagittarian. It's optimistic. It's good. It's going to make you happy. So when it moves into Sagittarius, it'll be there for a year. So you've got this year where you're going to be expanding this house. Maybe your schedule gets bigger. Maybe you get some help. Maybe you really start taking care of yourself better. Maybe you have the energy and you really, really bear down and like say, okay, I'm going to get up at such and such and I'm going to work out, and then I'm going to do this and then I'm going to do that. And like maybe you're learning in that house, okay? Mercury's in there. Mercury's bringing messages, bringing clarity, helping you process. The moon is in there at that, on that day. So there'll be some emotional, I feel like it's emotional, like happiness. I feel like you can breathe. I feel like you smile. That's what I feel like. So that's going on the 8th. Then on the 16th, again, I wish I could go deeper into all of these, but I can't. So then on the 16th, Mars moves into Pisces. Mars is moving into Pisces in your 9th house. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is your ninth house right here. So I feel like for a lot of you, because Mars is about me, Mars is the god of war, Mars is going to get things done. So I feel like in this house, you finally are able and courageous and not that you're not courageous, just that you see and you can put a boundary down and say what you want and understand you are worth and your belief system is something to be said, right? That's what I'm feeling in this ninth house. It could be about long distance travel or foreign people that you're dealing with Mars in there, but it moves into this ninth house. So then on the 17th, Mercury goes retrograde. So Mercury is going to go retrograde in your sixth house. So there's some adjusting, there's some revising, there's some editing, there's something going on. This Mars will retrograde until December 7th. Yeah, it's December 7th. Yeah, but you'll be in shadow till the 19th of December. So Mars is going to retrograde in this house, so there's going to be something coming back for you to adjust your schedule or adjust the way you do things or amend the way you, maybe it's family that you're having to deal with. Something's going on where you're going to have to be working on with this retrograde. Then on the 19th, you have this grand water trine in your sign. And so you know a grand trine means a divinely guided gift being brought to you. This is going to be felt on an emotional level. I do feel happiness. I feel fulfillment. This has to do with the sun in your fifth house. Chiron's going to be in your ninth. Chiron's that old wound. The sun likes to clear things up. And then the north node, where you're headed, where you're going to be focused on, is in your house, right? So there's something coming to you to help you do this thing, to help you focus on that and know where you're going and know what you want, right? And then on the 22nd or 23rd, it depends on where you're at in the world. So on the 22nd, we're going to have this full moon. See, for some, it's the 23rd. It's at 1 degrees, I think, in Gemini. But we're going to have this full moon. This is going to be in your 12th house. I feel like, because this is your 12th house, and it's opposing Jupiter, which is in your 6th house. So I feel like you're going to be getting a dream. You're going to get an epiphany. You're going to get some sort of clarity to help you let something go. So something intuitively comes to you, or empathically comes to you, or maybe somebody says something or does something and you're like, no, I see it now, right? But this is having to do with completions. So there's something going to be cleared up that you're going to be able to let go of so that you can move forward. Okay. And again, you guys know I have my full moon, new moon videos. I'll go deeper into that, but I can't do that here. So then we're going to end up in the month for the 24th of the 25th. This is when Neptune goes direct. It will be speaking with Mars. So Neptune going direct is going to be in your 12, 11, 10, 9, in this house of greater understanding, in this house of your belief system. This house also has to do with foreign people, foreign countries, foreign lands. And so I feel like Mars is me, Neptune is we, right? And so I feel like they're going to be talking together, and there's going to be some resolution about how to do something that you've been dealing with in this house, okay? So, and then Neptune going direct is going to help you. It's going to be gifting you with some of the stuff that's been going on, helping you see a way to do this, right? So that I feel like that's going to be clear, but I don't feel like you have to give so much up, because Mars is there, and Mars is about me, and I feel like there's this balance in this me and we. Okay, so I did shuffle your cards, but I'll give them one more shuffle and then I'll cut them, and then we will talk about what comes up. So what is going on with Cancer in November? I said one time, didn't I? I'm sorry. Sorry. See, I start shuffling and I forget. Because I start getting into your energy. I forgot what I said. All right. All right, Cancer. So how are we going to do November? What's going on in November? You have the Hanging Man. You guys know the Hanging Man is self-sacrifice. I can see why you have this. I'll leave this up for a minute. I can see why you have this because the energy has been so different, and going into November, the energy is going to be very different than it's been. You're just going to feel better. You're going to see things better. Your perception is going to be better. You're going to get a lot of backing from the universe, from people that you didn't think of. You're going to get a lot of help. So I can see where you're self-sacrificing to get these things done or get some stuff moving or not wanting to hurt somebody. I mean, I can feel that. But remember, you can get out of this at any time, right? This is self-sacrificing. This is the Hanging Man. The Hanging Man can get out of his position at any time. It just takes you putting your boundary down. It takes you saying what it is that you want. So, and this can be in love, in life, in work, in career, with family, with friends, with a lover, with a partner, with a spouse. Wherever your focus has been on, that's what I could be talking about, and it can be more than one thing. So, what's Spirit's advice? So, you have the Emperor. Interesting. So, the Emperor is about tradition. It's like the Hierophant that way, but the Emperor is also about building a community, building a dynasty, building something. And the Emperor is wise, and the reason he's wise is because of the experiences that he has. And then as he built his community or his tribe or his dynasty, whatever he's building, he realizes that he can't do this alone, that he needs help. And that's the only way to do it, is to allow everybody to do their part, right? And so I see this in this way. This is what Spirit's saying, is that when you are not saying what you want and allowing people to think or do and sort of being indecisive, you're stunting, you could be stunting their growth. Because if you're nurturing and you do it for them, or you don't allow them to feel their pain, or you don't allow them to have their growth, you're stunting them because you're doing it for them, or you're not making waves. And so what they're saying with this Emperor is to understand that everybody is important. You're the leader, but everybody's important. And so it's important for you to put your boundaries down. It's important for you to say what you really want. It's important. And it's important for you to get out of this Hanging Man. It's important for you to stop self-sacrificing and do something for yourself from your heart, because that's going to help everyone grow, and your dynasty and your community and your tribe get bigger. That's what I'm seeing from Spirit. So how do we end out the month? Then you have the Fool. So the Fool, I love the Fool because the Fool is 0 point energy to me. 0 point energy to me, if you don't know physics, 0 point energy, it has a lot of energy, and you can go anywhere with it. It's like 0 point, but it's got a lot of energy. And so it's almost like a clean slate, and you're ready to go on your journey, right? So I feel like by the end of the month, you'll be ready to go on your journey. You'll be feeling better. You'll be more clear. Things will have happened. And so I feel like you see it with such vigor and childlike enthusiasm that it's good for you, and I'm happy for you. So my gorgeous ones, I love you, love you, love you. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, the most viewed video gets that full reading of astrology and tarot, okay? Love you, love you, love you. Bye.